Hello everyone, I'm Jan Scalafats and together we'll learn more about the Mediterranean cuisine and diet. Some of you have requested a long time now to see how to make gyros, which it can be made in several ways. Some of them require a lot of hours of marinating in order to tenderize and make the meat more juicy and more flavorful. However, today we'll see the fastest way possible. You can skip to marinate it. Obviously, you can marinate if you want, but it's one of those occasions that we don't really have time, so we'll do the quick way. We will see two different versions. One with chicken, that was trimmings diced in the freezer, and just and also some pork. When you're selecting pork, you want a part where it has like a lot of fat, because gyros itself is made with pork fat and different additions. Today we have chosen neck part, which is still fatty. You can go with pork belly, which is the easiest way and still tasty, or you can use any other part that contains a lot of fat and is not really chewy and hard. But for now, let's prepare our meat and soon we will make our paste. Now before, we will need a really sharp knife in order to slice it. So keep yourself safe. So here we've got a really small amount, which even if it's not diced, you can still make it in small pieces. And then you want about like thin pieces, not really thin, but about this size. The thickness of the meat is very important, as when we will be doing it on the pan, we want it to cook quickly. As we said previously, you can find different recipes, others doing it in the oven. However, as this is a quick way, we're gonna do it straight on the pan on really high heat. Because the ones in the oven literally take so much time, because they must be covered in tin foil or slow cooked. There are a lot of them you can find. Let me know down below in the comments if you want to see another recipe where we'll be making it with while marinating it, because that will make it way more tasty. So we're done with the chicken, it's done. And for now, let's prepare the pork and then move into our paste. We've got those chops from shoulder. Look how beautiful they are. They're really fatty. So when we'll be cutting it down, we want to have a little bit of fat in our slices. So we'll go in about this size and then turn it around and go into slightly thin slices like that. Because what you want to think is, you know, when you're getting served in the gyros shop or restaurants, they kind of have it on the stick, which is being grilled all the way around, and then they get a really sharp knife and then they cut those small pieces, and that's what makes the difference. So that's what we're trying to do. If you want, you can go slightly bigger pieces. Now the recipe obviously can be found on our website janscalafats.com, or link will be down below in the description. And I have prepared the small recipe. If you got a small amount, which is already calculated, then you don't need to do anything else. Okay, so here we've got both of our mixes, both of them different meats in our mixing bowls. And now we're gonna get a mortar and we're gonna start with our spices. Now how we're gonna do is we're gonna start with all the dry ingredients, all the dry spices in here, and later we'll add the garlic, because then it will form a paste. So we really need to crush them first and then make our paste. Okay, so here we've got all of our dry seeds and powders. So we're gonna use our mortar and crush it down to a fine powder as much as possible. And then we're gonna drop a clove of garlic, and we're gonna keep mashing. We've got our paste here, so we're gonna get the help of a Maurice and just drop everything here to the chicken. Lastly, we'll add our olive oil, a little bit of salt, lemon juice, and our Dijon mustard. Now we will mix everything very well. You can use a glove and do like a small massage if you want, but if you can also use a Maurice and just mix everything really well. Ooh, it smells beautiful. That's what we want. So after you mix everything well, just leave it on the side and we're gonna prepare our pork. Obviously, if you do only one of the two meats, by the way, you can also do lamb or any other meat you want, you can go skip this step and go to the next one. So we're gonna scale again the seeds, but for the proper recipe this time. Okay, so we've got all our dry ingredients right here, bigger amount as you can see, and we'll start pounding. That'll take a little bit longer because we have a bigger amount. Go as fine as you can get it. Alright, so all of our dry ingredients are pounded, but this time, because we have a small mortar, if you have a bigger mortar, you can probably add the garlic, but for me, I'm just gonna chop all the powders to our pork and do the garlic separately just for better results. If you want, you can grate the garlic, it's up to you. And with the help of another Maurice, we're gonna get all the crust parts into our pork. And here we've got our mix ready. So again, you can use a glove or you can use the Maurice or a silicone spatula, and you need to mix everything very well, so all of our little slices get every single bit of those amazing aromas. We're gonna get the big pan and some tongs. We're gonna put on the maximum heat, no fat, non-stick preferably, and you want a really high heat, and then do not go all at once. You're gonna pinch it out of the liquids, even if most of it is been absorbed, and you're gonna add small quantities until it's nicely cooked and colored. Preferably, you can go with a hot smoking pan. So if you have bigger fillets, it will be easier to slit the sides. You can also literally just shake it a little bit. As soon as you are sealed, let it cook a bit further and make a nice golden brown crust. And we're halfway there. It's as simple as that, literally. Just a nice mixture and then, or in a really high smoking hot pan, as you can see. As you can see, it has a beautiful color, evenly colored, and that, I bet that tastes super good. But as we said, it's really important when you first add it to the pan, you don't move it and shake it a lot, so it seals really quickly and you keep all the juices inside. And there you go, that's our chicken. This is our chicken gyros. That's it. Now we get a perfect, beautiful plate and we serve it in here. That one, you can serve it with Mary Rose, a mustard sauce or a tzatziki, and that will taste amazing. Now for our pork gyros, we'll go high, super high heat on a new clean pan, very important. And obviously here we've got a big quantity, so we cannot go all in like we did for our small recipe. So we're gonna add it with our tongue slowly. Alright, here we've got our super hot pan. We're gonna add about half the amount. And we gotta spread it out as fast as possible and let it seal and cook. Now we gotta rotate it so it doesn't burn. Flip it, not rotate it. Now we gotta flip it so it doesn't burn. You can see it's kind of bubbling. That's most of the fatty pork juices and from our marinade. So do not shake, leave it on the maximum heat so all the liquids will evaporate, and then we'll shake it and flip it. Also, it's very important that we have this small amount so we can spread it out and it will cook even faster. Now as you can see, all our liquids have evaporated and you can see those dark brown colors, and it smells amazing. So we're ready, good to go. So we're gonna get another beautiful plate and serve our gyros here, not on the stove, clearly. So we're gonna do the same for the other half, and then I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so here we've got two different versions of how to make gyros super quickly. It's literally, the only thing is just to prepare the spice and the ingredients, and then you just gotta throw it in the pan, that's all. Now if you want to make the souvlaki wrap the proper thing, you can get some pita from online. I think it'll be the easiest way. You can see how to make tzatziki sauce, which was a previous video that we've done. Link will be down below in the description, it will be up here as well. You can also make a simple Mary Rose or use any mayo ketchup mix, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. Let me know down below if you have a different recipe that you would like to watch, or about gyros, if you've made it, or yeah, have a beautiful day.